In a land where ancient castles pierce misty horizons and medieval towns tell tales of kings and knights, there lies a country often overlooked, yet filled with wonders that rival Europe's most celebrated destinations. This is Poland, a realm where history whispers through Gothic spires, where pristine wilderness cradles Europe's last primeval forest, and where salt becomes art in underground cathedrals. From the snow-capped peaks of the Tatra Mountains to the golden shores of the Baltic Sea, we embark on a journey through a nation that has risen from the ashes of war to become one of Europe's most captivating treasures. 12 extraordinary destinations await us, each uniquely Polish, each telling its own story of resilience, beauty, and cultural richness. Now, before we go over the best places in Poland, we will go over some fun and interesting facts about this wonderful country. Did you know that Polish scientists were instrumental in cracking the Nazis' Enigma code during World War II? Poland is home to the world's largest castle by land area, Malbork Castle, which could house an army of 3,000 knights. The country boasts one of the world's oldest salt mines at Wieliczka, where even the chandeliers are carved from salt crystals. Marie Curie, the only person to win Nobel Prizes in 2 scientific fields, was born in Warsaw as Maria Skłodowska. Poland's Białowieża Forest is Europe's last primeval forest, unchanged since the Ice Age. The country is also the world's largest exporter of amber, often called Baltic gold, and surprisingly is one of the world's leading producers of apples. In Poznań, there's a law requiring croissants to be served during St. Martin's Day celebrations, while in Wrocław, residents have made finding tiny gnome statues a citywide obsession. There are over 300 hidden throughout the city. Poland has its own desert, the Błędów Desert, spanning 32 square kilometers. The first kerosene lamp was invented in Lviv, then part of Poland, by Ignacy Łukasiewicz, illuminating the path to modern lighting. The most beautiful places in Poland. Poznań. Poznań, one of Poland's oldest cities, blends its rich trading heritage with modern entrepreneurial spirit, centered around its stunning Renaissance heart. The old market square dazzles visitors with its iconic town hall, where 2 mechanical goats emerge daily at noon to butt heads, delighting crowds below. Colorful merchant houses frame the square, their facades painted in vivid hues, telling stories of the wealthy traders who once made Poznań a commercial powerhouse. The Imperial Castle, Poland's youngest castle, stands as a fascinating example of neo-Romanesque architecture, its history spanning from German emperors to modern cultural center. St. Martin's croissants, a protected regional delicacy filled with white poppy seeds and nuts, continue a centuries-old tradition celebrated during the annual November festival. The cathedral on Ostrów, Tumski Island, holds the tombs of Poland's first rulers, its golden chapel gleaming with Byzantine-inspired mosaics. The former Jesuit college now houses a vibrant cultural center, while the surrounding streets bubble with cafes and art galleries showcasing local talent. Lake Malta offers urban recreation with its rowing course, ski slope, and thermal pools, proving Poznań's dedication to both historical preservation and modern lifestyle. The old brewery, transformed from a 19th century industrial site into a shopping and arts center, symbolizes the city's successful blend of heritage and innovation. Poznań's universities and international trade fairs inject youthful energy and business acumen into this historic city, creating a dynamic atmosphere where old meets new. Toruń, a perfectly preserved medieval town, rises along the Vistula River. Its Gothic spires and red brick walls telling tales from the time of the Teutonic Knights. The birthplace of Nicolaus Copernicus, marked by a charming museum in his family home, celebrates the astronomer who dared to place the sun at the center of our universe. The Old Town, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, showcases one of Poland's finest collections of Gothic architecture, miraculously untouched by World War II destruction. The iconic Leaning Tower, Toruń's answer to Pisa, tilts precariously over medieval streets while serving as a reminder of the city's ancient defensive walls. The aroma of fresh pierniki, which are Polish gingerbread, wafts through narrow streets, continuing a tradition dating to the 14th century, with museums and workshops celebrating this sweet heritage. The magnificent town hall, crowned by its tall tower, stands as one of the finest examples of medieval civic architecture in Central Europe. The Cathedral of St. John's, with its massive two-a-day bell, dominates the skyline, its Gothic interior housing precious medieval artworks and astronomical clock. Medieval merchants' houses lean shoulder to shoulder, their elaborate facades and portals telling stories of Hanseatic wealth and artistic craftsmanship. The ruins of the Teutonic Knights' castle recall the power struggles that shaped the city. Wrocław, Poland's city of 100 bridges, enchants visitors with its multicultural heritage and playful spirit. Set along the meandering Oder River, the magnificent market square, otherwise known as Rynek, dazzles with its Gothic Old Town Hall and rainbow-colored townhouses, creating one of Poland's most beautiful urban spaces. Over 300 whimsical bronze gnome statues hide throughout the city streets, each telling a different story of Wrocław's history and culture. Cathedral Island, the city's oldest part, glows each evening as a lamplighter in traditional costume illuminates the historic gas street lamps by hand. The twin-spired Gothic Cathedral of St. John the Baptist soars above Cathedral Island, offering panoramic views of the city from its tower. The Centennial Hall, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, stands as a masterpiece of early modernist architecture. Its revolutionary concrete dome still inspiring awe. The Japanese garden and multimedia fountain create a peaceful oasis near the Centennial Hall, where water displays dance to music on summer evenings. Students bring youthful energy to market squares, cafes, and bars, while the famous panorama of the Battle of Auschwitz draws art lovers to its massive circular painting. Known as the Venice of Poland, Wrocław combines architectural beauty with a whimsical spirit that makes every visitor feel at home. Auschwitz-Birkenau. Auschwitz-Birkenau stands as a solemn memorial and testament to one of humanity's darkest chapters, preserving crucial historical evidence and memory. The preserved gate with the Arbeit macht frei marks the entrance to Auschwitz I, where original brick barracks now house exhibitions documenting the site's history. The vast expanse of Birkenau, Auschwitz II, stretches across 175 hectares, with its iconic gatehouse and railway tracks serving as powerful symbols of remembrance. The site maintains authentic elements including prisoner barracks, guard towers, and remnants of the gas chambers and crematoria, preserving them for education and remembrance. Personal artifacts displayed in the museum buildings, suitcases, shoes, photographs, and everyday items, tell individual stories of those who perished. The International Monument at Birkenau provides a place for reflection and commemoration, where annual ceremonies honor the memory of victims. Educational programs and guided tours provide historical context and preserve the memory of these events for future generations. The conservation laboratories work tirelessly to preserve thousands of objects and documents, ensuring this crucial historical evidence endures. The memorial site receives over 2 million visitors annually from around the world. This UNESCO World Heritage Site stands as a permanent reminder of the consequences of hatred and the importance of fostering understanding between peoples. Wieliczka Salt Mine. Descending 327 meters beneath the Earth's surface, the Wieliczka salt mine reveals a mesmerizing underground realm carved entirely from salt over 9 centuries. The magnificent St. Kinga's Chapel, the mine's crown jewel, astounds visitors with its chandeliers, altarpieces, and religious reliefs, all meticulously carved from rock salt. Over 2,000 chambers connected by 250 kilometers of passages tell the story of salt mining from the Middle Ages, when salt was as valuable as gold. Life-size salt sculptures depict historical and mythical figures, including the mine's legendary guardian dwarfs, who, according to folklore, protected the miners. The mine's microclimate, rich in mineral aerosols, has healing properties, leading to the establishment of an underground health resort. Malbork Castle. Rising dramatically along the Nogat River, Malbork Castle stands as the world's largest brick fortress, its imposing red walls a masterpiece of medieval military architecture. Built by the Teutonic Knights in the 13th century, this UNESCO World Heritage Site encompasses an astounding 21 hectares, making it the largest castle by land area. 3 distinct castles form the complex: the High Castle, Middle Castle, and Lower Castle, connected by dry moats, drawbridges, and sophisticated defensive systems. The Grand Master's Palace in the Middle Castle showcases the pinnacle of Gothic architecture, with its stunning vaulted ceilings and intricate star-shaped ribbing. The Great Refectory, heated by an ingenious medieval central heating system, once hosted lavish feasts for knights and dignitaries beneath its soaring Gothic arches. St. Mary's Church within the High Castle contains spectacular mosaic works and a giant figure of the Madonna, standing an impressive 8 meters tall. The castle's amber collection recalls the wealth of the Teutonic Order, who controlled the lucrative amber trade along the Baltic coast. Meticulously reconstructed after World War II damage, the castle's nighttime illumination creates a magical atmosphere, reflecting golden light off the Nogat River. The castle's massive kitchens, dormitories, and storage rooms offer insight into medieval daily life, while its armory displays the mighty weapons of Teutonic knights. This fortress monastery complex stands as testimony to the power of the Teutonic Order and remains one of the most complete and elaborate castles of the European Gothic period. Białowieża Forest. Białowieża Forest stands as Europe's last remaining fragment of primeval woodland, a living testament to what the continent's forests looked like thousands of years ago. Here, beneath a canopy of ancient oaks and lindens, some over 500 years old, Time seems to stand still in a landscape untouched by human hands. The European bison, once on the brink of extinction, now roams freely through these woods, with nearly 1,000 of these majestic creatures calling Białowieża their home. Towering trees rise like natural skyscrapers, their massive trunks covered in rare mosses and lichens, creating an ecosystem that has remained unchanged for millennia. The strict reserve, accessible only with licensed guides, preserves the forest in its most natural state, where fallen trees decay naturally, feeding new life in an endless cycle. Wolves, lynx, and over 250 bird species thrive in this ecological sanctuary, making it one of Europe's most important biodiversity hotspots. Ancient oak trees, some with trunks over 7 meters in circumference, stand as silent guardians of the forest's secrets and its centuries of untold stories. The UNESCO-protected forest spans the Polish-Belarusian border, creating a transboundary wilderness that knows no political boundaries. Wooden architecture of local villages reflects centuries of harmonious coexistence between humans and nature, preserving traditional ways of forest life. In this cathedral of nature, where sunlight filters through layers of leaves and branches, visitors experience the raw beauty of Europe's last true wilderness. Tatra Mountains. The majestic Tatra Mountains rise like nature's cathedral. Along Poland's southern border, their jagged peaks piercing the clouds, Zakopane, Poland's winter capital, welcomes visitors with its unique wooden architecture and vibrant highland culture, where traditional choral music echoes through timber-clad streets. Morskie Oko, the eye of the sea, reflects heaven in its crystal-clear waters, surrounded by towering peaks that create one of Europe's most spectacular alpine lakes. A network of well-marked hiking trails crisscrosses the mountains, leading adventurers through pristine valleys, past thundering waterfalls, and up to breathtaking summit views. The Kasprowy Wierch cable car carries visitors high above the tree line, offering panoramic views of both Polish and Slovak Tatras in all their rugged glory. Mountain shelters dot the landscape, providing warm refuge and hot tea to hikers, while preserving the century-old tradition of Tatra mountaineering. The mountains transform into a snow sports paradise, with Zakopane's ski jumps and slopes drawing enthusiasts from across Europe. The famous Krupówki Street pulses with life year-round, offering traditional Highland cuisine, local crafts, and the distinctive smoky flavor of Ossipek cheese. Endemic wildlife, including chamois and marmots, roam freely in Tatra National Park, one of Poland's most precious natural treasures. Whether blanketed in snow or blooming with alpine flowers, the Tatras stand as Poland's natural crown, where wilderness and tradition create an unforgettable mountain experience. Gdańsk. Gdańsk, the amber jewel of the Baltic Sea, captures hearts with its distinctive Hanseatic architecture and rich maritime heritage spanning 1,000 years. The Long Market, which is known as Długi Targ, dazzles visitors with its colorful Dutch-influenced facades, where intricately decorated townhouses showcase the wealth of medieval merchants. Neptune's fountain, the city's iconic symbol, has watched over the heart of Gdańsk since 1633. Its bronze figure standing sentinel before the artist's court. The historic Westerplatte Peninsula marks the spot where World War II's first shots were fired. Its monuments and ruins serving as a powerful reminder of Polish resistance. The European Solidarity Center, housed in a rust-colored building resembling a ship's hull, tells the remarkable story of how Polish workers sparked a peaceful revolution that changed Europe. Along the Motława River, the medieval crane known as Żuraw stands as Europe's largest port crane of its time, a testament to Gdańsk's golden age of maritime trade. St. Mary's Church, the largest brick church in the world, dominates the skyline, offering breathtaking views from its tower across the city's red-tiled roofs. The Amber Craftsmen of Mariacka Street continue centuries-old traditions, their workshops filled with the Baltic gold that made Gdansk famous. Warsaw. Warsaw stands proud as Poland's resilient capital, a city that rose from the ashes of World War II to become a dynamic metropolis blending historical grandeur with modern vitality. The meticulously reconstructed Old Town represents one of the most remarkable restoration projects in history, earning its place on UNESCO's World Heritage List. Brick by brick, the royal castle was rebuilt to its former glory, now housing priceless artifacts and the original Canaletto paintings that helped guide its reconstruction. The Palace of Culture and Science, a controversial gift from Stalin, towers over the city at 237 meters, offering panoramic views of Warsaw's evolving skyline from its observation deck. Modern Warsaw pulses through the sleek skyscrapers of its business district, where glass and steel structures reflect the city's economic transformation. Along the royal route, elegant boulevards lined with churches, palaces, and monuments tell the story of Warsaw's golden age. The city's green lungs include the magnificent Łazienki Park, where classical concerts fill the air near Chopin's monument during summer months. This is a city of contrasts where Soviet-era buildings stand alongside ultra-modern architecture, creating a unique urban landscape that embodies Poland's journey from adversity to prosperity. Kraków. Nestled along the Vistula River, Kraków stands as Poland's most enchanting city, a living museum where nearly every cobblestone tells a story. At its heart lies the historic Old Town, a UNESCO World Heritage Site that has survived centuries of European history. The crown jewel is the Rynek Główny, Europe's largest medieval market square, spanning itself across 40,000 square meters. Here, the Renaissance Cloth Hall stands proudly while St. Mary's Basilica sounds its hourly trumpet call, a melody that breaks mid-note commemorating a 13th century trumpeter, warning of Mongol invaders. Inside St. Mary's Basilica, visitors find the breathtaking altarpiece by Wojciech Stoss, a masterpiece of Gothic art painted in vibrant colors and gold leaf. Rising above the city, the Wawel Royal Castle complex combines Romanesque, Gothic, and Renaissance styles, housing priceless art collections and the Polish crown jewels. South of the Old Town lies Kazimierz, the historic Jewish quarter, which has transformed into one of Europe's most vibrant cultural districts. Its narrow streets feature synagogues, traditional Jewish restaurants, and atmospheric cafes where klezmer music fills the air on summer evenings. As day turns to night, medieval towers and spires create a magical atmosphere that has inspired artists for generations. Which corner of Poland captured your imagination? Would you wander the medieval streets of Kraków, trek the misty Tatra Mountains, or watch storks nest in the pristine Białowieża Forest? If you enjoyed exploring Poland's natural wonders and cultural treasures with me, don't forget to subscribe for more adventures through Eastern Europe's most spectacular destinations. Until next time, do widzenia, and I'll see you in the next video.